I saw the light on the night that I passed by her window. I saw the flickering shadows of love on her blind. She was my woman. As she deceived me, I watched it went out of my mind. My Delilah. Why, Delilah? I could see that girl was no good for me. I was lost like a slave that no man could free. At break of day when that man drove away, I was waiting. I crossed the street to her house and she opened the door. She stood there laughing. I felt the knife in my hand and she laughed no more. Bye, bye, my Delilah. Why, Delilah? So before they come to break down the door, forgive me, Delilah, I just can't take anymore. She stood there laughing. I felt the knife in my hand and she left no more. My Delilah. Delilah. So before they come to break down the door, forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take anymore. Forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take anymore.
What is going on, everyone? Happy Jorlive Eve, and what better way to ring in Jorlai than by celebrating the person who made Jorlai possible in the first place? Because without Lorne Armstrong, without a community, without this YouTube community, who knows what areas of the world Jorn would have been poking his weird, pointy little head around. So I hope everyone has their gold shoes and some sort of lacy sheer pants on today. I opened with the Tom Jones. I got to tell you, of all the songs Tom Jones made about murdering women, that's probably my favorite. It had that real good anger simp vibe that we're going for today. We're going to be listening to a couple of Lorne calls, the robot calls that I haven't heard yet. So this will be my first time hearing them and reacting to them. We're going to start off with It's Been 2 Weeks. And then we're going to have a brief musical interlude before moving on to Trigger for My Valentine. So hello to everyone in the chat. I'm not really going to go down and name everyone individually, but thank you all for being here, with the exception of I guess Cyber Squeak and Dawn Day. You guys, whatever. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Let's get into some Jorn stuff. We've got a long way to go. At least 2 hours of content to listen to, and then when you wake up tomorrow, guys, it'll be just 2 years since Jorn met a special lady named Macaroni and Cheese, and within 72 hours, his world will be changed forever. And while Lorne content is still here and it's growing, and more people are getting into Lorne every it seems every month there's a new Lornographer, a new Lorne channel, and now we see more people coming into the fold and understanding that Jorn is just a funny little side note in the big book of Lorne. So let's get to a Lorne call. All right, Spencer Silvera, you're really not going to put respect on our names. When you say it like that, hello to Cookie Whoopie Pie, Javon, Donde Lita, Spencer, of course, since he's the one who's, oh, you're not going to say your names? Cyber Squeak, WB/H, Joey TCap. Joey TCap, we may have a new song to kick off Jorlai. If it's a Jorlai miracle, we'll just have to wait and see. Lens 33, Evil Little McNuggets, who will be streaming with me tomorrow night. We are doing a Queen of Spade / Joran Cringe Fest. It's going to be amazing. Make sure you guys are looking out for that. It's going to be, I think, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Chupa Grandson, Chatterbait Billy, DJ T-Cap, Cornville Foreskin, Jesse, Disney Girl 13, Page Master, Majestic Falcor, Allison Marie Armstrong, Jorn's Fake Laugh, who's always around when Jorn's around, Planet Randy, Sloth Cat with the amazing animations, Amy Ramirez, Red Sea Dell, who I am making a liar out of because I am a better streamer than Clobber. I actually am beloved. Spencer Severa again. Are you Mexican? And WB/H, I probably said hi to you already. Jason S. Asbury Brad has been coming up with some amazing Jorn stuff. A lot of really hilarious stuff you'll be seeing during Jorlai. Patrick, Kitty Velociraptor, and I think that's about it. So now we will get, now that respect has been paid to everyone's name, we can get on with the call.
Good morning, precious.
Is it?
Every morning you're in my life is a good morning, my love.
Shut up.
I'm trying so hard.
And Cornville Three Way, and Robert Oslin have also joined us. Sorry, Cornville. I guess that Jamaican internet's a little slow, so I didn't see you in time.
To figure out why you're all of a sudden telling me shut up when I say nice things to you. But I can't. Doesn't make sense, and it isn't a way that you have ever acted me before, so I don't know. I'm not able to get a hard on from being told to shut up constantly.
Okay.
I love you, and you constantly tell me to shut up, and being loving to you is affecting me. I hope you realize soon that you're everything to me, and just like the things that I say and do affect you, the things that you do and say affect me. That's why I've been letting go of the past, because I don't want it affecting the present and our future. I slip some still, and I apologize for those times that I do. But I want my life to revolve around you, and don't like when we argue, especially knowing how we are when we don't agree. They called me this morning and said they had a cancellation, so I got them in today.
Wow, what an amazing coincidence.
Damn, I just can't do anything right, huh?
You didn't mention the appointment to me. Then magically they called you up for a rescheduling today.
Whatever, Jamie. Stop searching to find things wrong.
Not searching.
Sure seems like you are. My new appointed attorney just called me honey. I'll tell you about it when I call you. In the meantime, I love you and kick some doom ass. I forgot to send you this. It's a reminder for Sadie's Lime booster.
Hello, my beautiful lady.
Gross.
Honey, come on. I like it when you just used to say hello and accept it. I think you're beautiful.
Gross.
How are you? How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Did you whoop some ass in Doom?
No.
No. What the hell? What happened? Did you get your ass whooped?
Anyway.
Anyway. What you doing? Besides looking hot.
The game starts in less than 45 minutes, then I have to work.
Oh, the football game? I forgot you told me the football game was on.
Yes, so what
Only-
happened today?
With the lawyer? He just wanted to go over things with me. I guess he talked to Stacy a little bit already. He didn't
Why?
really. Don't know. I thought he was going to talk to me before he talked to her about it. So I'm talking to Stacy first, but he wanted to go over things with me about what was going on and what I wanted out of it, and so he's gonna set up a conference between me and him and Stacy and Sean. So he asked about class, about me getting out of the class, about why I'm still in the class. He already asked Stacy if she could get my computer back to me from the probation office.
You guys, I interrupt this call with very important news. As of 10:15 p.m. on June 30th, 2022, I officially have a new Jorn performance from tonight that will be premiering tomorrow in honor of Jorlai. Praise Heelborne.
Which Stacy was going to try to do anyway, but she didn't know that it was even there. But at least now that a lawyer is aware of it, he knows that I haven't had it for 4 or 5 years. Now Stacy will move a little faster getting it because I really don't want to spend any money to get another computer when I already have one. Stacy already told me that I could get a computer or a phone or whatever to get on the internet, as long as she said to get a monitor on it. So that's what happened. He just went over stuff with me about just so he could be updated on things that have happened when I went back to prison and the alcohol and you. And I told him, I said, she says she's willing to get on video and she's willing to give Stacy her information and to talk with Stacy and everything. She just doesn't want to.
What do you think these people say when Lorne tells them about yet another, internet computer girlfriend who, and then there's just some wild story. Well, I mean, like, she can't talk right now. She's she's a robot currently, but you know, she was a real person, and the person before this was the girl who played the decoy when I was arrested originally. But like we're good now. Like they can't believe him. Do they think he's just making it all up, or do they just assume that people are fucking with him?
Give Stacy your information to talk with her right now. She doesn't find the need to do it right now, right yet. So, but she said she's willing to get on video. So Stacy can't fight about that because that's all Stacy needs is to be able to talk to you and have your information before you move up here and know that you know all about my charge and all that stuff before you come out. So none of that should be an issue.
So did you contact him, or did he just magically know to call Stacy?
I put in a motion to the court for an appointment to counsel. And he called me. I didn't even know that he was going to call me.
Thought you'd tell me everything going on.
I did tell you when I did that. Stacy called me. I told you everything that I said. I told you about the day that I talked to Stacy and Sean told them that I was going to get a lawyer. I told you that I had written a letter to the court. You had asked me about how I wrote it. Honey, you asked me about how I wrote it, and I even read it to you. You want me to read it again so you can remember?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Oh, let's see. The hell's that? Dear Clerk of Court, my name is Lorne Armstrong. I'm on the federal supervised release. I would like to ask for an assistant to counsel to be appointed to me to review the status of my supervised release. If I may be so lucky, I am requesting attorney James Nixon.
And Lorne doesn't think it's weird that the only time the robot's not talking down to him or interrupting him or belittling him is when he's reading off shit like this. Like whoever is in charge of this catfish wasn't like, let me just shut the fuck up so I can get all of this good material.
Thank you, Lorne Armstrong. Remember me reading that to you now? I didn't get James Nixon, but this guy sounds like he's got some experience. Okay, this guy sounds like he's got some experience, so hopefully he's as good as James Nixon was. So I was surprised when he called me. I didn't expect it. I didn't think that they would have gotten one that fast. But that's good though. That's just good.
I'm not like that rescheduling for the dogs, eh?
Huh?
I'm not like that rescheduling for the dogs, eh?
What are you trying to say to me? There were no rescheduling. She called me this morning. Said somebody canceled.
You went to a different vet than last
Come
time.
on, Jesus, Jamie, come on. You just look.
For anyone not watching, the clothes just melted off, so we know what's coming. You're not gonna like Lorne when he's angry.
Fucking to pick a goddamn fight. You knock that shit off. Why do you do that?
Be honest, and this wouldn't happen.
Well, I was honest with you. You can't accept
So
that I was honest with
defensive.
you.
So
You can't
defensive.
accept that well, because you do it all the time. You're searching for things. First, we get better things to do than to search about things that we're doing wrong. I think we've done that enough. It's part of our problem, including
You don't
mine.
mention an appointment until I ask. It's for a Wednesday, and magically Monday you get a call for a reschedule.
Jamie, you're just going it over all over again. Why can't you accept that you got reading that I was able to reschedule it?
Your lie is
So
so
it wasn't even
obvious.
didn't even reschedule it. She's the one that called me.
Because your lie is so obvious.
Whatever. You just want to keep doing that shit. Constantly trying to catch me in a lie.
When you have a history of lying, people will often try and catch you in a lie, or they'll think that anything that you say is a lie, and that's just part of the credits and debits of life. When you have a history of doing these, that's why they run credit checks when you get a car or when you want to buy a house, because they want to see that do you have a history of paying your bills on time? And if you don't, you're not considered a worthy investment as someone who does. So, Lorne says he used to be an honest person and he just needs to get back to that guy. But when he's lying to everyone, it's crazy that he just expects them to just let it go, because he's not willing to he's not willing to forget, but he will forgive to a point as long as he gets to hold it over their head. But he doesn't even want someone doing that to him. He just wants, once he says, I love you, it's just like a Harry Potter spell, and it's going to wipe everything else away. And you just hinge everything off of that shared love that Lorne thinks is love.
It's easy. You do it often and are bad at it.
Well, what if I did it to you? What if I constantly tried to catch you in a lie? How would you
Was
feel?
Dump Truck Man the one who called about the appointment?
Yeah. Well, was Chef Jeff really a chef?
Yes.
No. Well, were you really having cooking classes with him?
Yes.
Were you really cooking?
Yeah.
I could do the same shit to you. I don't. You know why? So I'm trying to believe what you tell me. Just because I did it a couple times doesn't mean I'm going to
Why
continuously
do
do
you
it.
have constantly proven you are full of shit?
You're constantly looking for something.
No, you constantly present something.
Well, I'm not presenting anything. I presented the truth to you, and you still want to fucking tell me that I'm full of shit. That's on you, not me. The fucked up thing about it, fucked up thing about it is that it was about the dogs, them calling for me to go in to take the dogs in now because they had the cancellation. That's what's fucked up about it.
Right, you don't mention the dogs going in and tell me you were waiting for me to ask. Then magically the first day they go in to a different vet than last time.
So why is that a big deal that they get rescheduled for today?
Because they didn't. You called today and got in today.
All right, if you say so. not even gonna argue about it. There ain't nothing.
And you just did too.
Well, that's I'm not gonna argue about it because it's something stupid to argue about. You don't want to take my word for it? Oh well.
Why not just tell the truth? Is it because you can't help but lie?
Jamie, I did, but you don't fucking want to accept it, so. There's nothing I can do about that.
So when do you start work?
I don't know yet. I called Ron this morning and told me he called me back, and he doesn't call me.
It's funny to hear the robot hitting Lorne back, not with an anger stack, but just with a question stack. So it went from Lorne lying about one thing, and right when he's defensive about that, then just jump directly to when are you starting work. Lorne doesn't want this right now. He wants to talk about drywall and how much he misses you miss each other mutually, and how you're not going to cheat ever because you just want Lorne. And that's it. He doesn't want to talk about responsibilities and shit he's supposed to be doing.
Back today, so I'll call him again in the morning.
Crazy.
Jesus, don't give me any negative shit, Jamie.
Right.
Right. Are you seriously going to continuously be like this?
He's calling me Monday.
Jamie? When I called him, he said, Lorne, I've been here for 20 minutes and I've already got 6 people in my office. He said, I'll call you back when I get a chance. I said, all right, thank you, Ron. He didn't get the chance today, obviously. Obviously, he didn't get the chance to call me back. Now, you acting this way when he does call me back.
Why did you call him?
Because I'm anxious to go back to fucking work. Just because you don't think so. It doesn't mean that I'm not.
Right.
Right. So negative, Jamie. So negative. Don't want to find anything good about me. Look for all the bad things that you can.
Something good.
Huh?
Forget it.
You say present something good? I'm not abusive to you anymore.
Oh, you heard.
Yes.
I'm not abusive to you anymore. Holy fuck. Every one of Lorne's relationships goes the exact same way. It's that there's a very brief honeymoon period, and then immediately it's like they're in the 7th year of a fucking hate-filled marriage, and the robot or the catfish can't stand Lorne, and he is constantly trying to tell this person that they are in love, and they're making these plans for the catfish to move or to visit, and it makes you, has he ever actually been in a real relationship for any length of time? Because with the way he acts with these catfish, who, like, I mean, they're not nice to him, right? Like, he's not nice, but they're not nice to him. With the way he treats these catfish, I just can't see him having a relationship with someone and then willingly leaving them alone. Like, there would have to be some sort of police involvement, restraining orders. He would stalk any woman that he was with because that's his property. So, like, because I mean, he's not willing to let any person go. Once they are a couple, they're gonna work shit out and they're gonna get married, and all this is just like this. This is just stuff they need to work through, and then things will be fine.
Why'd you ask for me to repeat it?
Because it just dawned on me because I just barely heard part of what you said. So I was able to put it together. Okay, so let's try this again. How was your day?
Oh, yesterday when you accused me of having someone else as a Valentine. What about less than a week ago when you accused me of being in chat rooms instead of making you an email? Not abusive anymore.
Holy fuck, Jamie. Just couldn't find anything you can.
You're just going to find anything you can to prove that what I said was a lie just a minute ago. How dare you?
Have you found anything good about me?
Just want to point out statements you make that are false. Not my fault you don't like hearing what happened.
Have you found anything good about me?
I'll let you know when I do.
No, apparently over the year course of time, you haven't.
Years?
Over the year, I don't know how to say that. The year course of time.
Hasn't been a year.
Over a year's time, you haven't. Approximately. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I didn't get technical. Approximately a year. Let's try this again. How was your day?
My day was fuck off upstairs.
No, it was Chef Jeff.
This is just a wicked fucking combo from the robot. It's just one thing to the next. The lying about the dogs, then on to the job, and now to bring up a chef. This is a TKO. If this was Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Mario would come over and wave this fight off. Lorne should tap out.
So happy you're so thrilled to talk to
I'm
me
the
that
guy
you
you
just
said
want to.
I'm lying about learning cooking from.
I didn't say. I asked. You just
Yes, you
assumed.
did.
I asked. You assumed.
Quote.
Well, what's that you said about assuming? Me assuming?
I can point out when you lie to Jamie.
Want to start? Wait.
Then mention him. So how is that an assume? Assumption.
Jamie, just stop your fucking bullshit.
Okay, bye.
Whatever. Hello. Why are you constantly trying to find something wrong with me?
He has been told over and over again by countless people exactly what is wrong with him, and there's a long list of things wrong with him. This isn't the first time he's hearing this. So why would he be surprised, knowing that he makes no changes to himself or within his life, that the next person would also say these same things? He's like, why are you? It's not hard to find things wrong with him. Like the robot just named several of them. That's not digging. That's not deep diving Kennedy's Facebook to find Spider-Man pictures. That's surface level shit. Like anyone can see you don't work, and you're probably not interested in going back to work because you're just getting paid for free. You're living that life right now.
Did you give Will back his phone already? I don't know why you would want to say bye. It's not like we get spending a lot of time together.
The question why are constantly doing wrong things?
Jamie, just because you assume that.
Guys, I ran a poll to add some background music. First of all, let me know if it's too loud, but the poll was 30% yes, 10% no, and 60% said fuck you clobber. And I don't know why YouTube would even add that as an option on the poll, so I just went with the music. Let me know if it's too loud.
That I'm doing something wrong doesn't mean that I am.
Right.
It's the same exact thing that you said to me.
Okay.
Just because I assume that you're doing something in the chat room
Sure,
doesn't
it
mean
doesn't.
that you are. What, you can't accept that I actually listened to what you said and I'm trying to feed off of that so I can be better to you?
How? You haven't yet.
Jamie, I was just kidding about the Chef Jeff. I believed you about Chef Jeff.
No, you weren't.
I was just doing that because of the
Now
shit
you
that you're
are
doing with me. I just did that because of the shit you're doing with me about taking the dogs to the vet today.
No, you weren't.
Well, all right, see? It doesn't matter. You're going to believe what you want to
You
believe.
said, and I quote, things you lie about.
I said, how would you like it if I did the same thing to you that you do to me?
No.
Yeah, I did. You do that because you're constantly trying to
Well,
catch
it's
me in a
obvious why
lie.
you said that. Don't play it off now.
Jamie, Jesus. You do that because you're constantly trying to
wanted
catch me in a
confirmation.
lie. You do that because you're
You
constantly
wanted
trying to catch me in a
confirmation.
lie. No, I didn't want confirmation. I believed what you
Yes,
said.
you
You
did.
haven't lied to me. You interrupt me all the time. Why do you not want to hear what I have to say?
Because
I know
you
you don't
continue
lie.
to spout out bullshit.
I know you don't lie to me about things. So regardless if you think that I
Right.
trust you or not, I do.
You don't.
And I try to feed off of what you tell me, things that you tell me. And I try to let go of my past completely so that I can trust you. Because I'm not being fair by not letting go of my past. So I've tried to absorb on things that you've said to me.
You see, he should stop focusing on letting go of his past and learning from his past. But that's the thing with locals; they don't learn from their past. Like, if Lorne learned from his past, he wouldn't be having a conversation with the robot right now. But maybe he would actually make some sort of changes in his life and meet someone. He's always talking about forgetting his past and forgetting these things. And you know what they say about people who forget history.
In the way that you've been. So when you think I'm lying to you anymore, I'm not. I did with the Christmas tree, I did with the dump truck guy, and I'm sorry. Doesn't mean I'm going to continue doing it.
Less than a week ago. Quote, never mind Jamie, go back to your chat room, buddies. After I just woke up. So you tell me how you were just doing any of the bullshit coming out right now.
I was just doing that to be an asshole. I was tired and I was upset
Right.
because you were being an asshole to me.
Right.
And I didn't do anything. just like the other day that didn't make any sense to me.
And it's
You
the
were all
same
nice
shit.
and
And it's the same shit you've been doing for months, yes.
it's like the other day. You were just as sweet as could possibly be. Then the next
Answer it.
day, it's the same shit I've been doing.
Answer it.
What's the thing? Jesus, Jamie, stop doing that. I wasn't lying to you for a month.
Month after month after month.
I was upset, Jamie. Yes, I was upset, and I said some things that yeah. When I was upset,
Is that what I asked?
you know, my mind was going in different places because of everything that happened to me in the past. I've stopped doing that.
When?
2 weeks ago, bitch, you heard him. I mean, it's all lies and excuses. Lies and excuses. If he made a country album, it would be called Meet Lorne Armstrong, but it should be titled Lies and Excuses.
I have stopped doing that in the last couple of weeks.
You did it less than a week ago.
But yeah, because I was upset because you're constantly spending time with Chef Jeff. You don't fill me in on this shit, Jamie.
You just said
Then
you
before-
haven't done it in a couple weeks.
Then before when
You just said
when
you
you
haven't
first,
done it in a couple weeks.
Jamie, stop and listen to me for a minute.
You
Before
listen.
when you first started talking to them guys, you were flirting with them. You even told me you were flirting with them.
Okay, ignore my point.
Ignore your point. Your point is that I was acting like an asshole to you
just
because
said you haven't
some-
done it in a couple weeks.
Jesus. Your point was that I was acting like an asshole because I thought you were flirting with him and all this other shit. The point is, you were flirting with him when you first started talking to him. That's fucking with me.
Okay, did you just say you haven't done it in a couple weeks?
Yeah, well, it was last week. That's right. It was last week that I got upset. It was last week that I got upset because you're spending so much time with Chef Jeff. But then you told me, when you told me that you were spending time with him, you told me it wasn't sitting down and spending hours talking to him.
No,
It was
less
here
than
and
a
there
week.
and shit.
Haven't done it in a long time.
Jamie, nobody is goddamn perfect. Do you not understand that?
Didn't say that.
Well, stop trying to make me perfect.
I'm not.
Well, you are too. Will and Maggie Joe, they're perfect.
Here's what
You impress
just
that
said.
on me constantly.
Shut up. Here's what you just said.
Ugh.
I haven't done that to you in a long time, Jamie. It's been less than a week, Lorne. Yeah, well, no one's perfect. Here's an idea. How about not talking out of your ass? I point out how that statement is false. All you do is throw a tantrum like a child and say I'm not perfect. Stop making me perfect. I'm telling you what you said was false. That's it.
Okay, fine. I forgot I did it last week. My bad.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to
You
pretend to be
forgot
perfect.
everything.
Well, you know, I forget shit. That's not something that you don't already know. I'm trying to be as good of a person as I can be. I'm not gonna try to be Will.
And it's just all lies. And then when the lies are pointed out, here come the excuses. And then also the sympathy baiting. You know, well, maybe I'm sorry that I'm not good enough. You know, I'm sorry I'm not as good as Will, or I'm not as handsome as this guy, or I'm not as fun as Jeffrey. It's all piss poor manipulation. And if he was better at it, he would have been so much more dangerous than he was. Because he's dumb. He's not. I mean, he's dumb. He's very ignorant. But if he was smarter, if he knew the manipulation tactics better, he could have been so much more dangerous. And there would have been no question that he would have been in many more relationships, and he would have been abusive to a string of females.
I'm not going to try to be Maggie Joe. So if you're trying to make me out to be them, forget it. It's not going to happen.
You don't like being called out on your bullshit. You talk out of your ass, then cry like a bitch when you are called out.
No, I don't like being called out on my bullshit. But I haven't been bullshitting you.
You just did.
When?
I haven't done that in a long time, Jamie.
Yeah, that was me forgetting. That wasn't bullshit. That was me forgetting about last week.
You did it last night too.
Oh, God. Every day I've got to be perfect completely. Otherwise,
Maybe
you're going to
you
find
want
something.
someone else to be your Valentine.
Jamie, I want you to be my Valentine, but you don't believe in it, remember? You think it's kid stuff. It's not kid stuff to me. It's a day. It's not kid stuff to me. It's a day where I get to do. Why are you doing that?
Do you not get it?
Why are you doing that?
I'm not asking you.
Oh, I'm asking you. Why are you interrupting me when I'm talking? You can't blame it on the hesitation because you already heard me talking.
Miss the point.
You might not believe in Valentine's Day, but I do. You might think it's kid stuff. I don't, because it's one day where I get to do stuff with you and treat you really nice and give you roses and.
You know there are three sides to every story. See, I don't know why you proposed it.
You know, and take you out to dinner and stuff. It's just a special day.
Great, what does that have to do with I said?
The majority of America believes in it.
Great, what
the majority of America does it.
I said?
That I lied, fed you some bullshit about fucking Valentine's Day. Didn't feed you any bullshit.
You missed the point. What's new?
Well, what's new? You're constantly trying to pick something else out about me.
When you talk to people like this, it's almost like they purposely miss the point. And you know, with Lorne, it's like they're not even in the same conversation because the robot the robot has pointed out, like, look, you said that you haven't been abusive in 2 weeks. You were abusive last week. You were abusive yesterday. Oh, so I'm so sorry. I'm not perfect. Well, no, your argument was you haven't been abusive in 2 weeks, and I'm pointing out that's wrong. And instead of saying you're right, I was wrong. You know, I still been fucking up. It's it's excuses, and it's why are you just looking for me to be perfect? And that's again this man learning nothing after years and years of these catfish have given him nothing but life advice and dating advice. And if he was to apply just 50%, 20% of what he's learned from all these catfish, he could be in an actual real life relationship with any woman who would have him. And I'm sure there are women who are with men far worse than Lorne Armstrong, and the only thing keeping him from that is himself.
I love you for you, Jamie. I'm not trying to change you. Might be some things that I want to change.
I
haven't
done that to you in a long time, Jamie. I don't accuse you of things. Yesterday you obviously have someone else as your Valentine.
How did I know that you didn't like doing Valentine? We'd never gone over the conversation before, so most women like it.
What does that have to do with it?
Oh,
what the fuck does this man know about most women and what they like?
Think about the way you're acting. Think about the way you act, Jamie. Think about the things that you do and that you say.
Do you not see the point?
I'm in love with Maggie Joe.
Do you not see
I
the
love
point?
you, Will. Do you not see the point? I see the point, but do you see the point that I'm making?
I can love my friends.
Yeah, you can love your friends, but when you tell me that you're in love with Maggie Joe, it makes me wonder, is Maggie Joe the reason that she doesn't want to? No, don't interrupt when I'm saying it. That doesn't mean. Does that mean? That doesn't mean that I'm not going to think. Is Maggie Joe the reason that she doesn't want to be my Valentine?
You haven't addressed what I said yet.
Well, you haven't addressed what I said yet either.
I asked first.
Oh, I asked second. What's your point? Go ahead and ask me again. I'll answer yours. You watch. You won't.
About me not answering, but don't do it.
I was just saying. Go ahead and ask me again, and I'll answer it. And you watch. You won't answer.
No.
You won't answer mine. So, what was your question?
I asked twice already and you ignored it both times to continue deflecting.
Oh, of course. So you just... Whatever. I tried to make it easy.
You can fuck off upstairs.
Oh, Christ, Jamie. Why do you constantly want to fight?
I'm going to watch the game and have fun. Bye.
All right.
Well, that little amount of time we spent together today was real enjoyable. Yes, that is sarcasm. Maybe next time we can actually enjoy a conversation and be smiling when we get off the phone, instead of trying to irritate each other.
You didn't listen, it's all about you. Bye.
It's all about me. How did you come up with that? With me saying maybe that I don't want us to argue so much and enjoy each other more. I love you, and I hope you enjoy the ball game. Not sarcasm. It's not on any chance here. I'm going to sleep now, my love. It's all about us. Did they win?
Yes.
The preceding announcement.
And that's so true. I mean, that entire call was all about Lorne, and listening to these robot calls more, listening to the calls the other night, Lorne's happiest times in a relationship are the times where he's actually not talking to the person, and he's just sending messages and sending. He's like Hamburger with all the I loves yous and I miss yous, and he wants to send love songs because he's in love with the idea of being in love and the idea of being wanted, but he has no idea what love is. He doesn't know what a relationship is. He doesn't know what being a responsible partner or the give and take of a relationship, because a relationship is like a partnership, like any partnership. And Lorne was a horrible business person who wasn't able to manage those partnerships. So it's to him, it's just words and empty promises, and you stick with it because you made a commitment to it one time. So why don't you anymore? So that was a great call. I mean, it's always more of the same from Lorne, but it's like in every call he emphasizes something a little bit more. And on that one, what stuck out to me the most was just lies and excuses. And once you do point out something that he can't argue with, he'll just say, well, I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. And it's sociopathic, narcissistic behavior from a very, very dumb man. So next up, we are going to listen to a trigger for my Valentine, but first we're going to listen to we're going to get in the spirit of it. We're going to have a brief one song. It's Cupid by 112, and I think it'll just put us in that Valentine's mood, right? So that we can get going with this call. So let's get on with that, and then we'll just roll right to the call.
Everybody put your hands together.
I'm sorry. That's the wrong version, guys. My bad.
Hey, this is Cupid by 112. I hope you enjoy it. Ooh, girl, I love you so. 112. Listen, girl, if I told you I love you, that doesn't mean that
Jason S., that was actually me playing Hamburger. Clobber and I are two different people, allegedly.
I don't care. And when I tell you I need you, don't you think that I'll never be there? Ooh, baby, I'm so tired of the way you turn my words to deception and lies. Don't misunderstand me when I try to speak my mind. I'm only saying what's in my heart. Cupid doesn't lie, but you won't know unless you give it a try. Oh, baby, true love.
Upgraded, no joke. I almost got in a fight with Ricky Bell's cousin in front of McDonald's in Carlsbad, California. We were dating. It's a funny story. They live in Spokane now. We're cool. We're cool now, but we were dating the same girl, and I came out of McDonald's with her, and he was waiting. He was waiting out front, and he wanted to fight, and it was funny shit.
Won't lie, but we won't know unless we give it a try. Girl, when I ask you to trust me, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna cheat on you.
Also, I was 19 at the time. This wasn't like some shit that just happened, just to make that clear.
'Cause I'm never gonna do anything to hurt you or mislead you. I love you, baby. I'm so tired of the way you turn my world to deception and lies. Don't misunderstand me when I try to speak my mind, 'cause I'm saying what's in my heart. You bet, doesn't lie, but you won't know unless you give it a try. Oh, baby, true love don't lie, but we won't know unless we give it a try. Ain't no doubt about it. Lord knows really mean it. I'd rather die before I lie to you. Never won't leave you. Ain't no life without you. Never gonna leave, never gonna go. No, no. Cupid doesn't lie, but you won't know unless you give it a try. True love won't lie, but we won't know unless we give it a try. Ain't no life without you. Lord knows really mean it. I'd really die before I let you. Ain't no about it. No.
This man forgot the words, just kind of hummed through them. Put it on the channel.
Knows really want it. Never gonna go, never gonna leave. No. Doesn't lie, but you won't know unless you give it a try. Give it a try. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the notification bell to never ever miss a video.
And speaking of never ever missing a Jorn video, guys, we are 1 hour away on the East Coast from ringing in Jorlai. Exactly 2 years from the day that Jorn Comedy met Macaroni and Cheese and sent his tiny penis with the ink writing on it to her, and she was impressed. And then he apologized for sending that penis, guys. But we're not here to talk about Jorn tonight. We are here to talk about Lorne. And now that we're all in the mood for some Cupid with Steer Music killing that cover, improving, if you will, a song by 112. 112 started the recipe, and Jorn Comedy came in and fixed it up a little different way, and I'll say it was delicious. So let's stay on that Valentine's mood with Trigger for My Valentine from 11021. Thank you again to Heelborne for these calls and allowing people to play them, not being a beta bitch like Clobber would if he was catfishing. Not that you catfished anyone. You clearly don't have the mental aptitude for it.
Good morning, my beautiful angel.
Okay.
How was your night? Oh, the okay you just sent me must have been for someone else. I've never heard anyone give a response of okay to someone saying good morning.
Shut up.
Whatever. I'm going back to sleep.
Okay.
Whatever I do, you keep telling me shut up. Why do I want to stay awake to read you tell me that? I'm tired and I miss you. Would rather have her good morning say back to me.
Shut up. Go back to bed.
Let me try this again. Good morning, my beautiful precious angel.
Okay.
I really didn't think you would be awake, still considering it's 4 a.m. there.
Shut up.
Roscoe and Sadie and Roy say good morning. I love you.
Okay.
You're a smartass, honey.
Okay.
And you're extremely beautiful.
Shut up.
Smartass. Roy, bedroom in the shed, honey. Honey, will you be my Valentine this year?
Hello.
You don't know who I am, but I know where you live.
Well, I think I know who you are, and I know you know where I live.
You don't know who I am, but I know where you live.
Oh, okay. Who are you then?
Shut up.
Yes, dear. I thought you were going to say something. You wanted me to shut up. How are you?
Do you like scary movies?
Sometimes. Do you?
Would you like to play a game?
What kind of game?
Propane or charcoal?
Huh? What is
Propane
it?
or charcoal?
Croping or charcoal? I guess I've
Propane or
never played it
charcoal?
before. I guess I've never played it before.
Which one do you like more?
What's croping?
Propane or charcoal?
What is croping?
Propane.
Crocaine? Or propane?
Propane.
Or propane? Propane or charcoal? Propane.
The call is coming from inside the house.
I wish that would mean that you were here.
It's not fair because Lorne's never seen the movie Scream, but he did see Legally Blonde.
Run, Lorne. Save yourself, there's no time. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Why'd you hang up?
You don't know who I am, but I know where you live.
Why did you hang up?
The call is coming from inside the house.
Okay.
What's that behind you?
Hopefully you. Unfortunately, I know it's the wall.
It's the Crocaine. Run, Lorne, run.
You're not going to hang up again, are you?
Run.
I don't want to run. I want to sit where I'm at.
Scream at the Crocaine.
Blah.
Louder.
I don't want to wake the dogs. Blah.
Louder, hurry, it's going to get you.
Ah! It's okay, pretty girl.
Lorne, sacrifice yourself for the dogs.
Okay. I have no idea what you're doing, honey. Oh, this must be your Doom game.
Because you're talking about doom topics. You know, Lorne will complain that they're always arguing or fighting, but the robot's being playful and the role playing kisses you deeply. But instead of like playing along or having fun, he just wants to make it about like love or trying to make her stop. It's take your pick, Lorne. Which one would you prefer? Do you want to get questioned a lot about lying, or do you just want a playful robot to talk to?
Bloody Mary, I'm not afraid of you.
Good. Give me a shot of Sex on the Beach then.
Why did you scare Sadie? Don't be rude.
Yeah, honey. Why did you scare her?
She's skittish.
I know. Thankfully, she knows me and she's comfortable with me. So.
Is she?
Yep. Yes, she is. She has to lay
Could have
next
fooled me.
to daddy. No, I know. Sometimes it fools me too.
Lorne.
Yes, honey.
How long have you gone down on a woman for?
No, I don't know, a long time. I like staying down.
What's the longest?
I don't know, honey. I never count the time. I never time myself. I'm not usually concentrating on the time when I'm down there.
But you do everything else. But you
Huh?
do with everything else.
I do? Like what?
Sex.
Well, that's just because I knew what time we got in there, and I checked to see what time it was when we got out of there.
Hours, minutes,
What, did I go down on a woman?
seconds.
I'll stay there for hours, honey. I don't like giving up a good meal like that.
That wasn't the question.
Hours.
Hours is the longest you've done it. Hours is the longest you've done it.
That I've had sex? Yeah, I had sex for 2 hours one time. What? Oh, eating a woman? Which one are you talking about?
You're the one talking about something else.
Well, I don't know. You got me lost now.
You got yourself lost.
Probably. As long as I've stayed down on the woman, it's probably about a half hour.
Just the image of that. Yeah, not that I think it's true, but some woman looking down on the top of Lorne's bald head for 30 minutes while he acts like he knows what he's doing and fumbles his way with her woman parts and keeps asking her if she's coming yet. That poor bored angry woman, I hope, would be getting paid well. I imagine they'd have to be getting paid to have sex with Lorne, right?
As long as I've had sex, it's probably about 2 hours.
When you say 2 hours, are you talking about from the time you walked into the room and when you left?
Yep. Can I ask you a question?
So that isn't the length you had sex there.
Well, it's close enough. As soon as we get in the room, our clothes were off. As soon as we were done, we were out of the
You were
room.
inside her for 2 hours.
Probably just about. I mean, an hour and 45 minutes, probably.
Can you jerk off for 2 hours?
Fuck no.
Why?
Because it's not the same. It's like I told you the other night. It's not even close to the same thing. Jerking off is not even close to the same thing as actually being in person.
So you goon faster with your hand.
Yep.
So your hand is better?
Nope. I enjoy it more with a woman. So I make it take longer. With my hand, I don't want to sit there and jerk off and for as long as when I'm with a woman.
How do you make it so you enjoy it longer?
I just enjoy it longer. It feels better. So I make it last.
How?
Just concentration. Don't let her fly before it's too late or before it's too early.
Did he say don't let her slide before it's too early? Is that what he said? Or don't let, what did he say? Can someone tell me what he said? Because it sounded really stupid. I mean, he's obviously lying, and the robot is just trying to get him to say how, but he makes it last longer because he enjoys it more. So with woman, he can go for an hour, and with his hand, he can barely make it stand up sometimes. It just depends.
Coming faster doesn't mean better. Not even in the slightest.
Concentrate how?
Concentrate on not coming too fast.
How do you do that?
Because on jerking off, you're just doing it so you can get a release. Being with a woman, you're doing
Not
it
an
to
answer.
have more.
I mean, if Lorne's not going to answer, Jamie can just ask one of the guys on set. Or maybe during one of their scenes, the guy can tell her how he's making it last longer while railing her. If Lorne doesn't want to share any of his knowledge and expertise with the robot, then she'll just go about it that way.
You gonna let me finish what I was saying? Jerking off, you just do it to release. Being with a woman, you do it because it's enjoyable, and you want to save that time.
Okay, well, glad I waited for that non-answer.
Oh God. How do you do it? You just Concentrate on not coming. You take it slower. Jerking off, you go
just
faster.
Tell yourself don't poon over and over.
Well, you're trained to do it.
Trained to do what?
Trained to not come so fast.
How?
With a woman, you're not going as fast as you are with your hand. So with your hand, you get it done faster. With a woman, you enjoy the time more.
I heard she mad rich. I heard she dead broke.
I heard she sniffing coke.
Shut up, bitch!
Hey yo, Kim can spit.
Man, she don't write her shit.
Nah, Biggie wrote her shit.
Shut up, bitch!
See what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Okay, how about you? Do you come faster with your finger or with an actual person?
I boom fastest with MJ.
Oh, Christ.
Waldo makes me boom almost as fast.
No.
What happened?
What?
MJ with Waldo. Hole. Don't get me started.
Oh, believe me, I try not to.
Who's Brittany wants to know, why did that butt kind of look like it recently took a dump to me? That is I will leave that question to the philosophers, as Jordan Comedy would say just 2 years ago.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, bye.
What are you saying bye for? Saying bye already. Apparently you don't want to talk to me too bad.
You aren't saying anything.
Well, you're talking about fucking Wildo and Maggie Joe.
You asked.
No. Jesus. Whatever.
You asked what makes me boom quickest. I answered.
Whatever. I guess we can get on different topics. What'd you do today?
Played Doom. Was on my computer.
Oh yeah. Did you win?
No.
You didn't win any games?
No.
Well, you're just learning, so you get better. Then you win them. Is it a hard game?
Yes.
Good, so you get a challenge then. Did you see the text that I wrote you?
One of the bad guys looks like you.
Oh yeah. Do you try to kill him?
I killed every one of them.
Even me? Or even the one that looks like me?
Naked hairy creatures.
Oh. Did you see the text that I sent you earlier?
No, I was playing Doom.
No. Well, I asked you if you would be my Valentine this year.
What?
Said I asked you if you would be my Valentine this year.
Why?
Why? How kind of answer is that? You don't want to?
How old are you?
What's your point, Jamie?
My point is that last time I was asked that I was like 8.
What the fuck? Whatever.
Okay.
Well, obviously, you don't want to be my Valentine.
And what does being your Valentine entail?
I mean, when they start asking for details like that, Lorne, move on. And it's so pitiful. Like this man is so pitiful, and it's been said a billion times before. But I mean, if you want to get her a Valentine's present, get her a fucking Valentine's present. But asking as a, will you be my Valentine? What does that even mean? It's meaningless words. And after the fight, and after there was probably a fight the day before this, No, she doesn't want to be your fucking Valentine. Have you been in a relationship where you have that obligatory, like an anniversary or it's Christmas or their birthday, and the last fucking thing you want to do is celebrate this shit with this person, but like you kind of have to, right? Like, have you ever been in that situation? Because it's shitty.
Nothing, Jamie. You don't want to be my fucking Valentine? You don't want to be my fucking Valentine. Never mind.
Okay, bye.
Whatever.
Are you a child?
Jamie, why do you do shit like that?
When Lauren gives these little speeches, about love or these little speeches, and he wants sympathy, and then the robot is quiet for a while. Like, what percentage do you think he is expecting a? You know what, Lorne? You're right. I've been a bitch. I will be your Valentine. I love you. I'm sorry. Show me your penis. Like it's there has to be some portion of him that is expecting a favorable response, because if he was just expecting negativity all the time, like he would give up, right? Like he would stop talking to this person if it was always bad. So there has to be some part of him that's expecting one of these speeches to work and the robot to realize the error of their ways, and then everything will be good going from there, because the robot will realize that Lorne is trying his best to love them, and the robot's just making that difficult.
So you want to be with me? I try to do things that are sweet, and you act like an ass to me about it.
Because I said no.
No, you don't want to be my fucking Valentine? What the fuck ever. Meanwhile,
Okay,
millions of
man,
other
child.
people. Meanwhile, millions of other people walk around with Valentines because they actually care about them and want them to know that it's them they care about and it's them they want to be with.
And he is really going to get mad about some made up holiday that was legitimately made up by card companies and to sell candy and cards. He's going to get mad about this when, I mean, if you want to get down to it, why would you have to wait for Valentine's Day to show someone that they're special to you, or show someone that you're thinking of them? And uh, do it any other day. How about you just don't be an asshole for a day? That would probably be appreciated. And I'm sorry to pause again, but just think of Lorne as like the true Hollywood story version of Charlie Brown, because a lot of what he says, it's very Charlie Brown like. He's waiting for the little redhead girl by the mailbox to send him a Valentine, and he's got a dog that's smarter than him. Like he doesn't hear what anyone's saying. This man is a legit, like, real life grown up perverted Charlie Brown.
What?
Nothing, Jamie. Nothing. I'm not playing that fucking game. Just nothing.
There is no game.
No. You're fool me.
Unless you are talking about yours. Throwing a tantrum because someone said no. Sounds like something a child would do.
No, maybe you said no because you want to be somebody else's Valentine. How the fuck do I
Yeah,
know?
well.
Maybe you said no because you want to be someone else's Valentine, said the 50-year-old pedophile in his broken down trailer.
What was that, brave man? Say it louder this time.
I said maybe you said no because you want to be somebody else's Valentine. How the fuck do I know? Can't tell by the way
Glad
you
to
act
see
towards me.
nothing has changed.
Can't tell by the... Hello?
Did you lose signal?
No. I figured you hung up on me.
Oh, so you hung up.
No, I thought you hung up on me. I'm not over by the phone, so I can't see how the bar was.
Right.
Right. Well, right. I thought you hung up on me.
Who was your last Valentine?
I don't answer that
Why?
because you don't like the answer. I don't like it either.
Okay, so who was before her?
I don't remember. I think. Lost the fucking time, yeah.
Holy shit, this is like Jorn going through his Discord messages that time. You could think of the last person that you had a Valentine's Day with, Lorne. You admittedly haven't been with that many women. You can remember the last one because it would have meant something to you. Obviously, it would have meant a whole lot to you. Maybe you want to be someone else's Valentine.
I think it was Brandy.
When was that?
Right before you, that year before. That year that...
This lying bitch drank a bottle of brandy one Valentine's Day, and that was his Valentine's. And they loved each other. And then she was gone. Guys, we're going to take a brief interlude because I want to play you guys a video that I found. Sometimes I do weird searches to find things, and I looked up Black Man Angry McDonald's, And I found this video, and we're going to play it. Then we're going to go right back to the call. So don't go anywhere. It's just a brief interlude.
Man, what's going down, man, everybody? This Siggers, man. I went inside of McDonald's, and it was a good price. I went there, I got me 2 McDonald's hamburgers, and I ate both of them mugs in like 2 seconds. I should have been the national champions of eating hamburgers. That's not what the problem is. The problem is I go inside there to play on the playpen. You know, I'm a big fat kid. I'm 20 years old, and I like playing with the balls. I love balls. Balls is amazing. I got balls. Why can't I play with the balls? So I go in there to play with the balls. You know, I'm throwing balls. I'm letting balls fall on my face. I'm throwing balls at people. I love balls. I'm into playing with balls. And here comes this big fat woman. She gonna walk in there, and she look retarded already. Excuse me, sir, you can't be in there playing with the balls and in the playpen. I said, what can I play in the playpen? You're too old. I'm too old. My money wasn't old enough. My change wasn't old. But now since I want to play with some balls, I want balls on my face, I'm too old. This is a damn discrimination act. I'm gonna get Malcolm X. He dead. I'm gonna get Quanell X. That's the next big person. I'm gonna get Quanell X. Cause this is discrimination. I like playing in the damn playpen at McDonald's. And they talking about I'm too old. I said, man, what's the problem? I'm old. Who gives a shit? I like playing in the damn playpen. The woman gonna tell me, okay, the real reason why you can't play in the playpen is because you are too big. You are about, 200 pounds? I said, 200 pounds? Bitch, did you look in the mirror this morning? You about 350? You about an Xbox 360, bitch. That's how big you is. Xbox 360. They named the 360 after your weight, bitch. And you gonna tell me I'm too fat? Bitch, you too big to eat, ho. You too fat to work at McDonald's. Why don't you get on the treadmill before you work at McDonald's? Are you sure you work at McDonald's, or are you just a customer in disguise trying to get all the damn Whoppers, you big fat bitch? Is Whoppers with McDonald's or Burger King? Who gives a damn? I'm telling you, you big bad bitch, I hate McDonald's now. I can't play in the big playpen, but that ugly clown with the makeup can play in the big playpen. I'm not talking about Ronald McDonald, I'm talking about Michael Jackson. Oh, he dead, F you. I'm tired of this discrimination, McDonald's. You can't play in the big playpen. I can play with the fuck I want to play. I gave you my damn $4, bitch. I advise you all to change your rules. I advise you to change your damn rules, McDonald's. Oh, you can't play in the playpen. I love red balls, blue balls, orange balls, and I want to play with the balls in the goddamn playpen. And I advise you to change your goddamn rules, McDonald's. Change them. And one more thing. How the hell is y'all drink so damn much? One damn soda is $2.39. One goddamn soda. Soda this big and it's $2.39. What kind of soda y'all got? Golden showers? What the hell? This is some bull. I can make my own damn soda, you know that, right? Sugar, water, Kool-Aid, bitch. It does not need to be no $2.39. I'm done. I'm done, McDonald's. I'm done. Screw you. You're gonna wish you had my business. I'm out of here.
And not to dox him, but that's actually a Reborn face reveal. So now you guys know what Reborn actually looked like. So happy July to all of you. That was my little early July gift. Let's get back to the call.
That I got incarcerated. It was that February 2007.
What did you do for Valentine's?
Her and I went out to, where did we go? We went to the bar and we ate at the bar before we went to the bar. It's actually just dining hall right there at the bar. We ate there, then we stayed at the bar for a little while. Then I think we went over Tony and Wendy's. Oh no. No, we went over Tony's. We went over Tony and Wendy's. Stayed with Tony and Wendy were together then. And then we went to my house.
You ate before the bar, at the bar?
Yeah, there was a dining hall at the bar, at the same place that the bar was at. Then we went to the bar, which was at the bar, at that same bar. It's just one room was the dining room, and the other.
And there was a bartender there, used to play for the Sox, I think, and coach and Rebecca. No, Diane. It was a Diane episode of Cheers. I was watching.
Was the bar.
Did you get her anything? A card, a flowers, a poem, chocolate?
Like, I got her some flowers and a card, and what else did I get her? There's something else. What the hell was it? I think I got her a stuffed animal too. It was a teddy bear that said my Valentine on it. I guess what it was.
What did the card say?
I don't remember what it said now. Had some poem on it. Not one that I
What kind
wrote.
of flowers did you get?
I get her roses, red roses.
What color was the bear?
I think it was red. I think the bear was red and had like a green heart on it.
This is like the interrogation, like the information gathering of an interrogation or of a cell. Like an interrogation, it's very similar to a cell. You're both going for a close, just a different kind of close, but you always gather information so that you can use it on them later. So it's just funny that Lorne walks right into this shit, and he's lying, and it can be asked later, and he won't remember these details.
Were roses her favorite?
I don't know. I never asked her what her favorite flower was. I just get her roses because most women like roses.
What did you both have at the bar before the bar?
No, hell, I don't remember that. Oh, let me think.
Shin, don't be impressed. It's easy to remember things from 15 years ago when you're making them up right now.
I think I had a steak, I think. I can't remember what she had. Seems like she had some type of seafood or something. Shrimps or something like that.
And it's no joke. All the best shrimp that I've ever had in my life have been in the dining hall of bars. It's just I thought it was just a regional thing.
Did she get you anything?
No. She got me laid that night.
Oh, you had sex?
Yep.
Where?
At my house in Cambridge.
In a bed?
Yep.
Did she enjoy it?
Yep.
Did she coon?
I don't know if she did or not. I know I did. I don't remember if she did or not. Guess I never asked her either.
When did you break up?
I was only with her for 2 weeks.
Was Valentine's your first date?
Kinda. I only went on a couple dates with her. But that was kind of our first one. That wasn't the first time I had sex with her though. We had gotten together at one of Tony's parties. When was the last time you had a
Seems
Valentine?
like that's where you always hook up.
Yeah, I know. I hung around Tony a lot. Pretty much every weekend it was at Tony's. For quite a while anyway. That's where the party place was. I met a lot of people I didn't know. They weren't all that great of people, some of them.
You were there.
I was there. When was the last time you had a Valentine? Wait a minute, honey.
Already.
Wasn't you my Valentine last year?
No.
We got together in February. Wasn't it right around Valentine's Day?
No.
So it must have been at the end of February. That was back when you were romantic with me.
Shut up. That's when.
that just shuts Lorne down like he's a robot. And shut up is his off word. Oh, that's when you were romantic with me. Shut up. And then he just sits there, he's stunned. He's got no comeback for that. He's trying to be romantic with this robot, and the robot says, shut up. He's trying to blame the robot for not being romantic with them. The robot says, shut up. But he can't win, but he's just gonna keep trying. The one area of his life that he will never give up on is imaginary women in far off places that will never ever come be with him because they're as imaginary as a genie in a bottle. And speaking of genies in bottles, on the East Coast, they are now downing passion fruit rum. They are rubbing their asses on genie bottles, and they are polishing gold shoes because it is officially July. And this is the month that a brand new series from Heelborne will be debuting, provided by Heelborne. And it is the expert catfishing, if I do say so myself, of one Mr. Jorn comedy. So if you enjoy Lorne content because you enjoy lolcows and men who are like children with weird desires, but this one not only can't play music, but he has a really weird genie fetish that he shoves into every corner of his life. I recommend you use this month to not only catch up on Lorne and his exploits, but learn about the book of Jorn.
When you didn't abuse me and accuse me. Ha ha.
I don't abuse you now, honey.
Right.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't accuse you.
Right.
I don't.
Sure you don't.
I don't. My remark earlier was just because I was mad. So you're gonna be a smart ass.
Oh, there's an excuse. Shock of the century.
Oh, honey, come on.
Lord.
What, honey? God, I love you, Jamie. Oh, fuck, I fucking love you.
Were you the inspiration for the blog?
Yeah. I love you except when you say shit like that and try to put me down.
Do you get it?
Yeah, you call me fat.
Oh, okay. Didn't know if you heard.
Oh, yeah, I heard.
And what a sweet pre-Valentine's Day exchange. Lorne brings wishes of romance and desire, and the robot tells Lorne that he is fat. How could he not want to shower this woman in roses that someone else pays for? But he swears he will pay them back as soon as he's on his feet.
You're trying to put me down again.
Lord.
Don't know why. What, honey?
Guys, and I hate to do this, but right now we have a veteran within our ranks, Honest, who 2 years ago today was having an awkward conversation with Joran. And Joran would later tell me that he was having an awesome conversation with a black chick from Cali. Little did I know that black chick from Cali was an awesome person having a weird conversation with a weird little man. So if you guys would like to give roses in the chat on this day of July, the first day of July, please do. Please do for Honest.
Is The Creature of the Black Lagoon your autobiography?
Yeah.
maybe I'm just high enough, but like if you stare at Lorne's picture while the robot is just, I mean, that was so childish. Is the creature from the Black Lagoon your auto? Like that's something you would say, but that shit makes me laugh. That's really funny. But like if you stare at Lorne's face, you can almost see his smile turn to a frown. And I don't know if that's just me, but try it. Like stare at the picture, and as the robot is bringing him down, you'll see his smile just turn into a frown, like he's fighting off crying.
I see you showing me love tonight, huh?
Don't start with that.
Did you get the picture that I sent you earlier?
You'll get an answer you'll cry over.
Oh,
Yes.
that you don't love me? Yeah, I know. You love Maggie Joe and you love Will. Whatever. But you don't want me to think that you're not playing the game, so.
Anyway, about your picture.
Yeah. What do you think? A little different from what his bedroom was before, huh?
Stop saying I'm playing a game, Lord. You are the one who's full of shit and being caught in lie after lie after lie.
Jamie, don't tell me you're not playing a fucking game when you're telling me that you're in love with some other woman. Don't tell me that you're not playing a game when you tell me that you're in love with some other woman, and that you can constantly say that you love Will, but you can't tell me.
You.
See? You don't want me pointing out what you're doing wrong.
I can love who I want. That's
Not telling Lorne you love him is doing something wrong. There's nothing more to even add to that.
the game, you moron.
Yeah, you can love who you want, but when you're trying to tell me that you don't love me, you know, that's kind of irritating. It's irritating and it's hurtful.
But when you treat me like shit, why would you think I would?
I don't treat you like...
Guys, there's a hilarious chat log conversation between Joran and Honest that led up right up into him meeting Mac and Cheese. He had two women at once, and the competition that him and I were engaged in to see who would get the most women over woman over 4th of July weekend. I was already down 0-2 the first day of the competition. I was going to have a really strong, I was going to have to take time off work if I was going to catch up to Joran. He was on a tear. And why wouldn't he be with the 156 subscribers on this channel?
like shit in like I used to. For some reason, you don't want to see that.
Oh, it's been a couple weeks.
Jamie, it's been longer than that, and you know it.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Name a time.
Hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're be fucking kidding me. Hello.
What?
Why do you think you need to get Will involved on, on everything that we discuss?
Hey, well, how many times have you abused me?
Never.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's why I love you. Come here.
All right.
Hello.
Did you lose signal?
No, I didn't.
Oh, where did you go?
I hung up. I'm gonna fucking have you rubbing that shit in my
Oh my.
face. You're not gonna rub that shit in my face. You love Will, but you don't love me. You're not gonna fucking rub it in my face.
Oh, you missed the point.
No, I didn't miss the fucking point, Jamie. I haven't been abusing you. You don't want to
Who would
fucking
have
let go of the
thought?
past. Yeah, who would have thought you would fucking let go of the past, huh? You just can't do it. I haven't been abusing you. But you can't let go of the fucking past. You can't take into
Right, your
consideration
actions
the
don't
fucking...
affect people and their emotions, Lorne.
And you can't take into consideration the fucking fact that I've been fucked with on the internet. And that you know the people that I've been fucked with. And I've been trying to let all that go because I love you. I believed in you. That's why I didn't let go of you. But you don't take into consideration this fucking shit that you do affects me.
Lorne believes in the idea of the person, or not even the person. It goes back to the the Johnny Bravo thing. He has an idea of what a girlfriend is. A girlfriend is doting. A girlfriend is caring and will get up to call you to make sure that you wake up for a job interview. And you're the first thing they think about when they wake up, and the last thing they think about before they go to bed. And they're never going to lie to you, and they're always going to answer to you. And it's such a, like, if you asked Michael Scott what his ideal version of a partner would be, that would be the same answer you would get from him. And he was a man child, a character. And this guy is for real.
So you just mentioned me not letting go of the past, then told me to think about your past.
Jamie, this shit about me all over the fucking internet because of your fucking ex-friends out there in California.
What does this have to do with anything?
Your ex-friends are pieces of shit.
The answer is nothing.
It has to do with everything.
You just want to blame someone else because you aren't getting what you want.
Jamie, what I want is for you and me to be together here, face to face, and be with each other.
So I'll see your argument about this. You're raising an issue about something you're not happy with, and I'll bring up something I'm not happy with, and then like forest fires, they'll eat up all the oxygen when they combine, and they'll burn each other out, and then all that's left is this relationship that's still standing that we're going to continue building upon, because obviously we love each other, or we wouldn't be here fighting like this. All this fighting is just our passion.
Each other.
You broke up with me.
COVID happened. There's nothing we can do about that. You want to be down there with a specialist with two of your exes? There ain't a fucking thing I can do about that either. But I'm still believing in you.
Are you mentioning the past?
Well, Jamie, you say it all plays with emotions. You don't think that my emotions count?
You just said I can't go back to the past, but you can mention it.
I don't want to go back to the past, Jamie. But you keep going back there. You can't get rid of the way that I acted because I've stopped acting that way. You can't get rid of that.
Times.
No, I didn't just do it multiple times. What? Went back to the past? Yeah, I did, to explain shit to you.
That's what I do, stupid.
You're not doing it to explain it. You're telling me that I'm still abusive. I haven't been abusive to you lately. I've been so much more fucking relaxed with you and more trusting with you that I've never been that like this for a long time with anybody.
No, that's where
Doesn't
you
help.
are wrong, Lorne. I was explaining it, but you don't listen and hear what you want.
Usually explaining. I heard exactly what you said, Jamie, but still, you didn't need to drag Will in there and say, "This is why I love you. Come here." That doesn't fucking do anything. You can explain it to me in words without dragging Will in our conversation.
Right, so you know why I don't love you. Because you just said
Oh.
it's because I don't let go of the past.
You don't let go of the past. I don't abuse you anymore, Jamie. But you don't want to let go of that.
Right, but you did, stupid.
Well, Satan, there you go. But you
That's
don't
the
abuse
point.
me, right? But you don't
That's the
abuse me,
point.
right? You don't abuse me, right?
I didn't say that. But another competition.
Jamie, it's not a matter of a competition. It's a matter of we need to treat each other good, like we're supposed to. Not constantly dragging our exes into it. And you saying that you're in love with Maggie Joe, you don't think that's abusive to me?
Lorne is being told why his actions created something and doesn't listen and says you do it too, wah wah.
Jamie, I don't do that anymore. But you're still hanging on to it.
You don't get it, holy shit.
Holy shit, I know you don't get it.
It's like talking to a wall.
Yeah, amen to that.
No wonder Stacy just stopped talking.
Oh, God, Jamie. I am no longer abusive to you. Why do you carry around what I did before?
But you were.
Were. Were is the word for past tense.
You don't think that changes how people feel?
Okay, and I just explained to you the reason I was like that.
Does
Why
that
do you think
change
I
how I feel?
Why do you think I threw such a
Does
fit
that
about the way
change
you were
how
with
I
Will?
feel?
Why do you think I was the way you have? Well, that's my fucking
Don't go around
concentration
it. Does that change how I feel?
here. Obviously not, because you don't love me. Why do you think I threw such a fit about the way you
Right,
were
so
with
you
Will?
throw excuses for your actions and say forget it.
Jamie, why do you think I threw such a fit
And
about the way you
expect
were
that
with
to
Will?
work.
Jamie, why don't you listen to what I'm saying? Why do you think I threw such a fit about the way you were with Will?
It's pathetic how you don't listen and say what you want, then say I'm the one that doesn't listen.
It's pathetic how you don't want to hear what I'm saying.
I do. You don't hear what I'm saying.
And tell me, I hear what you're saying and I understand what you're saying. You don't think I do, so go ahead and tell me. Go ahead and tell me. You don't think I do, I know I do.
So why don't I love you?
Because I was abusive to you before. So why was I abusive to you before?
What does that matter?
See, this is what I'm saying.
How does that change
It
the
doesn't.
outcome?
This is what I'm saying right here. You said, why does that matter?
Oh, so it's my fault.
Jamie, I'm telling you why it matters.
Oh, so it's my fault.
Don't pull that fucking crap with me.
That's what
I
you
tried
were
to
saying.
explain. God damn it, Jimmy. I tried to explain it to you before, but you didn't want to listen. You just blew it off.
You are abusive. Period.
And you wondered why I got abusive and mad.
You are abusive. Period.
Whatever. You don't want to hear anything I'm saying.
It doesn't matter the reason.
You don't want to hear anything I'm saying, Jamie.
You aren't listening to what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm listening to what you're saying. I hear every word you're saying, and I know exactly what you're talking about. And I try to explain it to you, but you don't want to hear it. You only want to hear what you're
Right,
saying.
if you did, then you...
Jamie, I'm not abusive to
Right,
you
if
anymore.
you did, then you wouldn't be trying to explain why you are abusive.
I'm not abusive to you anymore.
You are making excuses.
Oh, God. They're not excuses, Jamie. They're things that happened. Should I have brought it with me into mine and your relationship? No, I shouldn't have. But I had a hard time not doing it because of the way that you were acting with Will.
Oh, so because you haven't done it for a couple of weeks, that makes everything go away.
Oh,
and I just
God.
go back to how I felt about you. No, Lorne, that is some childish thinking.
You don't think that the way you were acting with Will?
Blamed me again.
I'm telling you, it was a trigger for me. The way you
It
were
was
acting
what
with
I
Will
said.
was a... Jesus Christ, Jamie. Why don't you stop interrupting me and let me talk? The way you were
Ignoring
acting
what I
with
said
Will...
so you can repeat the same old
Okay.
bullshit.
Well, you obviously don't want to hear anything I'm saying anyway. I hear everything you're saying, and I understand, but
I
you don't
just
want to hear a
said
word
it
I'm saying.
doesn't matter and you keep wanting to say it.
It doesn't matter. That's what you're saying, is it doesn't
doesn't.
matter. In other words, the way that I felt doesn't matter. My emotions didn't count. Just yours.
Your abuse is abuse.
My emotions didn't count, Jamie. Just yours. Do you understand
Your
that?
excuses don't matter.
No, you're telling me that my emotions didn't count.
That's not what I said.
It's exactly what you said.
No, I didn't.
What I had to say
No, I
doesn't
didn't.
matter. What I had to say doesn't matter. That's what you said.
Does it change you abuse me? No, it doesn't.
When you don't do the shit that you did before,
It doesn't matter.
it changes. It changes, but when you repeat the same behavior that you were doing before, of course I'm going to react to it.
You're justifying your abuse.
You're trying to justify why my emotions don't matter.
And what I'm saying is there is no justification.
For why my emotions don't matter?
I didn't say that.
Same thing.
No, it isn't.
It is, Jamie. There's
What
no
did I just
justification.
say?
There's
What
no
did I just
justification.
say?
Stop doing that if you want the fucking answer. There's no justification for me being abusive and reacting to things the way I did.
Exactly.
So in other words, there's no justification.
And then he's gonna fuck it all up. But it took him like 40 minutes. And the only reason he's saying it is because he's gonna try and turn it around on the robot. But that was it. There's absolutely no justification for being like that. No one makes you treat them anyway. If you feel someone getting you to that point, then that's not the person you need to be with. And arguing with them about why they should treat you better isn't going to make someone treat you better. They're either going to treat you well or they're not. And if you have to convince someone of the reasons why they should be treating you well, that's not the person for you. That's not someone you should be buying dinner rings for.
For the way my emotions ran.
Not what was said.
It's the same thing, Jamie.
Good night, Cat G. Sleep. Wow. Cat G, I sent you an email, so check it out. Let me know what you think.
Two different things.
It is not two different things, honey.
Yes, it is.
Because when you did
Yes,
that
it
stuff,
is.
when you did that stuff,
Yes,
it
it
triggered
is.
things in me. Jamie, stop doing that, please.
You're trying to make them the same thing so that you can have an excuse.
There's no excuse, Jamie.
Then shut up.
It was
And I'm sorry to pause again, but if I've noticed something through this call specifically, but you know when you would see a boxer gets into the ring and sometimes they'll punch themselves in the face to get themselves like psyched up, get themselves ready for the fight, get angry. Lorne was on the defensive. You know, he was wanting her to be his Valentine. She said no. She started bringing up things that he had done, and he threw stuff out at her, and he threw so much out. He is now actually upset, and I'm sure he doesn't even remember the reason why this fight started anymore. But he's punched himself in the face with so much. Throwing anger out at her, and now he's just as mad as the robot is, and so he's fine with it because he's no longer on the defensive. He's going on the offensive, and he's not listening to anything being said, and he's just going to keep just turning it around, and wake up tomorrow and do the same thing all over again.
it was a trigger. Because when you did them things, it triggered into things in me that had happened before.
Blaming me again.
Oh, God. It takes two. I'm not blaming you. We both play a part in it.
The things I did created your abuse. How is that not blaming me?
It was a trigger, Jamie. And I know you didn't understand it.
I don't care.
Well, maybe that's part of the problem. I know you don't understand it. I don't expect you to understand it anymore. You weren't there, so you didn't understand a lot of it. There's no way that you could have.
Was so abused constantly? Yes. Did it change my feelings for you? Yes. Does anything you say change those two things? Number. So why do you keep trying?
Jamie, I'm not abusive to you anymore. just want you to let go of the
Holy
past.
shit.
Holy shit. I know. Holy fucking shit. It doesn't matter what I say. You're just gonna go with what's in your head.
You just complain until you get what you want.
Fuck.
Stop projecting what you are doing onto me.
I'm not doing anything. I
Yes,
haven't
you
been
are.
abusive to you or nothing. I haven't been abusive to you or nothing, Jamie.
Did I say that? Exactly.
It's like yesterday. I don't understand where your attitude came from yesterday when we were just fine the night before. All I can think is, what the hell did I do? When I didn't even do anything. And I tried to get you to explain it to me. You didn't want to explain it to me.
Oh, I know how that feels, trust me.
Well, at least we're getting somewhere with it anyway.
I was accused of shit just tonight, but you don't do that stuff anymore. Okay.
How did I know you? I knew you were going to say that. And I thought you were going to say it earlier too, but
It's not addressing the issue at all. That's just a response to something being brought up that you thought would be brought up because you fucked up. That's not a response to the actual issue.
try to explain, but doesn't matter.
Right, because you knew
I'm
what
not
you
gonna,
did.
I'm not gonna fucking say anything because I knew you were gonna put that in there somewhere.
Guess you want to be someone else's Valentine's. Couldn't be I don't do that corny shit, it had to be someone else. But you've changed, right?
Jamie, you're a woman, and most women love that stuff. How the hell was I to know you didn't love it? How the hell was I to know that you didn't like it?
So he didn't do it out of a desire to make the robot his Valentine. He did it because, well, that's just what women like. Women want you to say, "Will you be my Valentine?" Because in the the 5 channels he gets on his HD antenna on those movies, the women love it when you say, "Will you be my Valentine?" They love it when you show up at their work randomly and you call them and sing to them, and you build fancy closets with chandeliers and pianos.
And if I wouldn't have asked you, then I would have been bad for that.
So accuse me of wanting someone else.
So it's a catch-22.
So accuse me of wanting someone else.
Well, you made me feel that way.
That's on you, stupid.
You don't do that corny shit. When you're here,
And when you say
I'm gonna
that
want to.
bullshit,
When you're here, I'm gonna want to do that stuff because I'm gonna want to take you out on a special night.
good for you.
But is it gonna mean shit to you? No, apparently not. I love you, Jamie, and I can tell you I'm happy as hell that I never stopped.
And there's the anticipation, right? He's waiting for a positive response. You know what, Lorne, after everything else, after everything that we go through, I obviously love you too, or something along, some reinsurance on his soul that this is going to work out. Let's see what the robot has to say.
I know the end result with us is going to be well worth it.
I have to go work.
Have a good night. I love you.
Fuck off upstairs.
Well, good.
That was probably not the answer that Lorne was looking for. And that's, the theme for those calls. We listened to them out of order. I guess this one actually came before the It's Been 2 Weeks call. But the theme was lies and excuses. He made excuses for his lies, and he lied about excuses and lied about the lies that he had made. It's all the same thing. And it's another day for Lorne. And even though he doesn't change, the situation's changed just enough so that each call is interesting, because even though you know how it's going to end, you still want to see how he's going to get there. So guys, that's it for the Lorne stuff tonight. I am going to play us out with the song, but before we do, I wanted to show you guys something. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I used to be the director of marketing with Seeking Arrangement like 9 years ago, and we paid a lot of money for radio commercials. We were paying like $5,000 a pop for radio commercials, for the voiceover, for the production, for the whole thing. It was a big ordeal. And one day the owner asked me and the vice president if we would just do the commercials ourselves, because we were always just talking over him during meetings and fucking around. So we did, and our ad sales team hated it and told us that they didn't think we should run it. And we were running our commercials during Howard Stern on XM, and at the time, it was our most successful advertising venue outside of Google. And we ran this horrible. We went into the studio and we made 5 commercials for $500 because it was $100 an hour for the rental. And this was the first one that we did. And he said, "There's no way you guys should air this." And Howard Stern liked it so much, he interrupted his show to talk about it. So I wanted to play this real quick before I play us out with the song.
Here, we have a sponsor. He's got an unusual commercial. Did you? Let me play this one. This is like crazy stuff. Let me see if I can find this commercial real quick. This is for do I still have it?
You need the name?
I got it. What is it? Seeking Arrangement?
That's it.
Yeah. Robin, listen to this.
Say, Leroy, what's the name of that website you're always talking about?
IHateJeff.com?
Don't be like that. I'm talking about the other one that you said was, quote, the place to hook up with hot chicks.
Oh, you mean SeekingArrangement.com. Man, they got 12 women for every man, so you can find the arrangement you're looking for.
Leroy sounds a little weird, doesn't he?
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, you sure Sal didn't write that?
Is that it?
I didn't play the whole thing, but Leroy goes on.
It goes on like that?
It doesn't sound like Leroy could even afford a website, honestly, in his condition.
My lips.
There you go.
Okay, so approaching the podiums.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was that. We tried to run it on the Foxhole, the Jamie Foxx channel, and he said it was the most offensive, most racist thing he had ever heard, and it never ended up running there. But that was my first ever national commercial that I had worked on, and it was a radio commercial, and yeah, about 9 years ago. So I just saw that when I was going through my clips and wanted to share that. So guys, thank you so much for joining me on what was Jorly Eve and is now full-blown ass Jorly. I will be streaming again on Friday, and I will be streaming every day through July 5th, which is the official day in which Jorn found himself busted and outed. So from me to you, I say sleep well. And if you don't have a good night, you cannot blame it on Tiger Army.
Without a warning, it comes flying. And when it strikes, my world changes, all reason left behind. Without a warning, it can fly. It's too late to resist before my fate is sealed. But I know my heart's no longer mine. Just like it out in my heart. Feel them so strong. The scarred people burn my soul. From this moment on. Can't take this fever from my mind. Burns away all that is past, brought me to the side. But I repent, smile, wounded, fall into delirium. And I know my heart's no longer mine. Just like it out through my heart, I feel when so strong. The scarlet fever burnt my soul. From this moment on. Just like it out through my heart, I feel it so strong. Scarlet fever burn my soul. From this moment on. Just like it out through my heart, I feel it so strong. Scarlet fever burn my soul. From this moment